Hey guys, in the last video we shot 3 pellets at 50 yards that we thought would be the best for this particular Benjamin Marauder pistol, and I decided that the Exact Jumbo Heavy Diablo 18.13 would be the best. So the next step for this video was to go into pellet sorting and weighing. So I grabbed a 250 count tin of JSBs and that were ordered from Pyramid Air. They package them really well and everything's neat, and I'm going to put this up here where you can read it and follow along. After weighing, I wound up with 19 pellets at 17.9 grain, 88 pellets at 18.1, 101 pellets at 18.2, 37 pellets at 18.4, and 6 pellets at 18.5. Not a single bent pellet in the tin. Now, I've ordered pellets through Amazon before, and they're just grabbing them off the shelf, throwing them into your box, beating the hell out of them. When you order your pellets, order them from Airgun Depot, Pyramid Air, Airguns of Arizona, somewhere that's going to package them and take care of them, because they are shooters. They know what you expect when you get your pellets. Now, with that being said, the total was 251 pellets. I always wondered if they cheated you in those tins. 251. So, this is where the aggravating part of this video begins. I go outside, get everything set up. We're going to shoot some 50-yard groups with these weighed pellets. They're all over the place. Doesn't make any sense. The weighed ones, the lubed ones, everything, they were all over the place. They were worse than any of the other groups. I'm like, you know, what in the hell is going on? So then I come back and I get to looking at my sheet. If you notice, there's some numbers missing there. Where's the 18.0 grain? Where's the 18.3 grains? Something is amiss. Something don't sound right. Now, I weighed these with a scale I already had, supposed to be super sensitive, a DigiWeigh scale that I had ordered off Amazon. That's not a crack at Amazon. This is just the product I ordered. Well, it just seems odd to me that out of 251 pellets that we didn't have no 18.3s and no 18.0s. So, after filming the entire video, I scrapped the entire project, because now I don't trust my scales, and my scales is the most important part of this video. So I ordered some new scales. These are precision. This is a precision powder scale from Frankfurt Arsenal. So I open up a fresh tin of JSBs and go back to weighing. This is what we found this time. I'll put them over here, I guess. 3 17.8s, 2 17.9s, 13 8.0s, 109 8.1s, 58 18.2s, 42 18.3s, 22 18.4s, and 1 18.5. For a total of 251 pellets. That's a real testament to JSB's quality control there. Well, they got me to thinking. Well, we're doing this on one pellet. You know, the Field Target Trophy Powers done pretty good too. So let's just go ahead and weigh up a box of them. Now these were supposed to be 15.12 grain. What we found was 1 bent pellet, 3 14.2s, 8 14.3s, 91 14.4s, 47 14.5s, 23 14.6s, 26 14.7s, and 4 14.8s. So that's a 200 count tin for a total of 203 pellets. Minus the bent one, 202. Once again, quality pellet producers giving you a good product. But you may have noticed these are supposed to be 15.12 grain. Now this is a copper coated pellet. I didn't have a single pellet that even weighed 15 grain. So that actually made me want to bring this pellet back into contention for the best pellet for this gun, simply because of the weight. Because we're going to use either the 14.4 or 14.5. That's 4 grains lighter than the JSBs. So if you go all the way back to the other video about where I zero my scope, you're actually going to get a flatter trajectory with these pellets if sorting and lubing actually improves their accuracy. So, before I show you the groups up close, I'm going to take you outside. We're just going to zoom in, and that's the second part of the aggravation of making this particular video. The wind started kicking up. There was a storm coming in. The weather was horrible. The wind was variable, to say the least, 10 to 12 mile an hour. And later in the video, I'll show you exactly where the wind changed direction on me in the middle of these groups. But all you're going to see is just the up-close shots of the targets as I'm shooting them. I'll show you that, then we'll come back and we'll discuss them. Let's go outside. Well, that was fun. If you noticed, the groups wasn't quite what they were. Let me give you a refresher on what these look like. If you remember in the last video, this was the group from the Field Target Trophy Power. Really even spread other than that one flyer there. If you get rid of that flyer, that'd be great. Now, keep in mind the wind was really wreaking havoc on me and actually changing directions at some points. But still, there's an improvement over the original group. That was the first group, second group, and third group. This pellet is viable and makes the Marauder pistol a 50-yard gun, in my opinion. Now, this is after everything's weighed. Now let's take a look at the groups that were weighed and lubricated. Now, these groups were weighed and lubricated with Napier. From everything I can tell online, the best pellet lube out there. And as you can see, the groups are still kind of spread out, but considering the amount of wind and variability in it, I'm happy with that at 50 yards. I'm actually surprised and impressed that that actually done so well. Now, the original group on the JSBs with absolutely zero wind, as you can see, there's eight shots there. 5 of them pretty much tore out the hole there. So let's see what we done after weighing the pellets. Now, this is the card of the JSB Jumbo Exact Heavies that were sorted. These were all 18.2 grain, excuse me. If you notice, there's no flyers there. This group has really shrank down. The wind was, like I said, playing heck with me, but still no excuse. If you notice, this one's circled, and that's because the paper is pushed out. It's actually pushed backwards. So I believe what happened, we had 2 shots to go in here, and one of them rebounded off some more pellets in the backstop and came out the front. But still, that's quite an improvement. And the last group with the JSB Exact Jumbos are also 18.2 grain as weighed, but they were lubricated with the Napier. Let's take a closer look. Okay, I know you're thinking this card looks like a train wreck. This was the first group, and the wind was actually going the other direction. And then it shifted on me. And as you can see over here on the second group, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is just kind of a train wreck. I really am not sure 100% what happened here. I do know the wind changed direction. The groups from this one wound up over here, and some of these, it's just really hard to make heads or tails of. So what's that tell us? Well, if you look at the original groups and looked at everything we done, the groups have shrunk even though they were in terrible conditions compared to good conditions. And if you want to try lubing your pellets up, this is Napier Speed Oil, available at Amazon, Pyramid Air, Airgun Depot, Airguns of Arizona, anywhere else you want to buy them. Well, there you have it. It is what it is. If you would like to see more on how to weigh pellets, leave me a comment below, or on the washing or the lubrication process. And if I get some response on it, we'll do a video on that. The next time we do one of these types of tests that are pellet testing and whatnot, we will do it indoors. I promise you. I'm going to find a place that is large enough we can do 50-yard groups, if not 100-yard groups, to film this kind of footage. That way we don't have to worry about the wind and the weather and all of that kind of stuff aggravating the hell out of me. But anyway, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already. It's free. And well, that's all I got. Thanks for playing along. See you next time.